What is up, you guys? We are back with another video. This video is going to be different than the previous videos that dealt with Funkos. This video is on why I bought a Game Boy Advance SP that's 14 years old in 2019. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you this Game Boy Advance that I bought today. Overall, it's in excellent condition. It has some scuffs on the screen. I don't think it has anything there. So overall, it's in really good condition. Screen's in excellent condition, like that's perfect. So the reason I bought the Game Boy Advance is that I bought it because I wanted to relive some of my childhood memories of some of the games I used to play when I was younger, growing up. So before I used to have a Game Boy Advance, I didn't have an SP, so I had the horizontal one. And some of the games I had, the first game I ever had was like a Spy Kids game. I had Pokemon Emerald. I had a Pokemon trading card game that wasn't like a Pokemon game. It was just like with like cards and stuff. I had a Yu-Gi-Oh game. I had a Yu-Gi-Oh like board game, which was really cool. It was like a Yu-Gi-Oh. It was really cool. I forgot what it was called, but it was a cool Yu-Gi-Oh game. And I'm sure if like some of you guys know what I'm talking about, because there wasn't many Yu-Gi-Oh games that were like board game based. So I was like, okay, like I missed that. So plus the games are not that expensive, so I didn't think it was a big investment. I'm like, okay, a game might be like 10, 20, 30 bucks. It's not like a $60 like Battlefield like 5 game or like a $60 game. So with that, I set out to look for a Game Boy Advance SP. And when I discovered is that there's two models. There's a 001 and the 101. So the 001 is the first model to come out. And the main difference is that the 001 does not have a backlight to it like the 101 does. And the backlight makes a huge difference. At first I thought it didn't make a difference because the 101s are priced maybe $40, $50 extra just because they had that backlight. But it makes the gaming experience so much nicer. The screen's brighter. It looks it looks really amazing. Because I had to watch some YouTube videos too because I wasn't sure of it. I'm like, well, why is this model $40, $50 more expensive than the other model? So after watching some videos and some, like I literally watched like gameplay on both systems running the same game at the same time to figure out, oh, it's actually worth it. So with that being said, I got the 101 model from a website called GoodwillAuctions.com. So it's run by Goodwill. All the stuff you have to like bid on and stuff. You have to bid on and there's some stuff that are buying now. They have different stuff. They have vintage consoles. They have Game Boy Colors. They got PS1s. They got jewelry. They got like records and stuff. They got everything that Goodwill has. They have it on their website. But the difference is like they have some like high end stuff. Like when I was looking at to like buy this and bid on this, they had like Gucci belts and stuff, which was really cool. So if you want to check out some deals and stuff, maybe you can find a good deal. Like for this Game Boy right here, I paid $88 with shipping and handling, and shipping and handling was like $12, so I paid like $76 for it. So overall, $76 is not that much based on the condition. Like when you look at this, you would never be able to tell, geez, that's a 14-year-old Game Boy. You would never tell that this is 14 years old. You're like, oh, where'd you get that, a couple of years ago or something? You would never tell. So overall, it's in really good condition. I know I paid $76 for it, but that's the going rate for them. And like if you check Mercari and stuff, you might be able to get lucky because some people don't know the model difference between the 001 and the 101. So they might post the 101, the better Game Boy, the Game Boy that has the backlight. They might post it for the same price of the 001. So it all depends if you get lucky. And you got Mercari and eBay and stuff. So it all depends if you get lucky and if the people post it. But usually if a 101 gets posted for like $50, because I saw them on Mercari, they go like that. Someone's going to buy them. Someone's going to flip them for $80, $90 just so they can make a profit. So with this, I'm not going to flip this. I'm going to keep it for myself. The only thing that kind of like was discouraging at first was like, oh, it's like a pinkish color. You can't see it that well here. And my friend told me, dude, just buy it and then like you can wrap it and stuff. And I thought like, oh, that's a good idea. I'll wrap it. And I was like, what was the point of me getting something in like such great condition just to put like a wrap around it? Like, yeah, the wrap will look cool and like I can make any color I want. But then it's like, I should just buy like one that was like cheaper and like worse condition. That was like all scratched up and scuffed up. saved like 20-30 bucks and bought like a $5 wrapped it and called it a day. So I'm not gonna wrap this. I'm gonna keep this the way it is. So since this just came into the mail today, so there's the box and stuff. I haven't had a chance to get a game because I just wanted to make sure this worked before anything. So I went to my local. We have like a bookstore and they sell like different games, half price books. They sell different games and stuff. It's like a disc replay. So I got this Pokemon pinball game. I think this came out for the Game Boy Color. I think it was released in 1994 for Japan and then back in 99 for the US, if I'm not mistaken. So it's for a Game Boy Color, but it works in the Game Boy Advance. So let's see what happens. There's that sound. There's that $88 I spent just to hear that sound and relive my childhood. That is all I wanted. Now I can just turn it off and call it a day. Yeah, no. So, with that being said, this is it right here. And see how the screen is like already bright? And then when you do this, my camera's just not focusing on it. Let me see if I can change that. See how it's like brighter? The screen looks perfect. And then also, like when you play and stuff, like when you hold on different angles, you can see it better. But if you had the 001, like you wouldn't be able to like do this and see that. So I do look forward to playing this pinball game because the one thing that interested me is that it took like this battery, that it took like an extra battery in it. So I was like, that's weird. So I might do some gameplay on it. I don't know. For the time being, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna play it just until I go on Mercari because I think I'm gonna use Mercari because I saw a lot of good deals on game stuff just to buy some of my games. But yeah. So remember, if you want to get a Game Boy in 2019, I think it's definitely worth it and stuff. Because, yeah, you have your emulators. You have all that stuff. You can, like, download it on your phone, play it on your laptop, whatever. But you don't have the same experience like you do putting in a game and the game not working. You blowing into it, hearing that click, just so you can, like, hear this and then play it. Overall, I would say it's not a bad investment. It's pretty good because you get to relive some of the games. It's that nostalgia you have of like putting in different games, playing different games, plus all like the vintage classic games. Like you have Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Emerald, even Crystal. Plus you have all the Mario games, the Yu-Gi-Oh games, like I said, which I look forward to playing. Even the Spy Kids game, like that was my first ever game, so I definitely want to buy that and see how it is. Because I remember there was this one level that I got frustrated, I couldn't pass, so I took that Spy Kids game and I traded it to one of my friends. He had the Yu-Gi-Oh game board game, so we switched that off. So that's how I got that game. With that being said, if you're gonna get the Game Boy in 2019, I would say overall it's a good investment. Just make sure if you want to pay a little bit extra and have a better screen, I would definitely go with the models right here. If this thing focuses on it, it's the 101. So you can go with the 001. Yeah, it'll be cheaper, but if you want a better screen, which will make the game experience more better. It won't change it that much, but it'll make the game experience definitely better. I would suggest you go with a 101 screen, and just be careful because sometimes there are fakes out there. So just see what you're getting yourself into. Read the description of the item. Even message a person is like, hey, is this the original? Is this the original Game Boy Advance SP? Because there's some that are like knockoffs, or they're not knockoffs, but they're reshelled, or like they have different buttons and stuff, which isn't the same. And usually what I read on Reddit, because I thought I was getting one of those, is that they won't last as long. So with that being said, these are the reasons why I got a Game Boy Advance SP that's 14 years old in 2019. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And also, if you have any suggestions on what games I should purchase next, and maybe even do a gameplay video on them, definitely comment below, and I'm open to suggestions. Because like I said, when I had the Game Boy Advance, I had maybe like 6-7 games for it, so I'm gonna broaden my horizons and just play those different games and get to experience them all. So once again, thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and have a good one.